Hooray, hooray, hooray. I went and just picked up my medication from the new local pharmacy. So I don't have to go to Walmart anymore and deal with their annoying, misinformed text messages and their long lines and their prices, because it was cheaper. In fact, it was free at this local pharmacy when I had to actually pay a copay at Walmart. So all in all, things are better on that front. The local grocery store was bought out by a chain, and when it was a local grocery store, the prices were about $1 or $2 on most things higher than Walmart. So I was willing to make the trip down to Walmart. Now that they've been bought out by a chain, I'm hoping that the prices go down and I don't have to drive down to Walmart anymore, and that Walmart ends up being a very rare occasion thing for me to be involved with. And sure enough, I know that one day, I'm going to be acting and they're going to be calling me up and they're going to be like, Tyler, we need you in this Walmart commercial like Walter Goggins. And I'm like, oh man, you know what? I already swore off Walmart a long time ago in my vlogs. So unless you guys have massively changed your policies, I'm going to have to say, all right, I just about got done mowing, but the belt slipped on the blade. So I'm going to have to wait till my dad comes down so he can help me fix that, or he can just fix it on his own. I don't know how that's going to work. I don't know how to do it. He does. But we got to wait on that before I can finish up with the rest of the yard. There's not much left to do. But yeah, I really plan on hitting some writing today. I want to write more before we go to Pitch and Pour tonight. I have to bring my PA system tonight so that individuals can be heard. Lately, I don't know if you watched the last Pitch and Pour episode, but you could hear that people were just kind of yelling into a big open space. It's a brewery, so it's just like a big open area, and voices get lost if you don't know how to really project yourself. And some people don't. And some people, weren't raised in the theater, so they don't know that they have to yell their voice, project their voice to get it to the back of the room, or really anywhere in the room. So we're bringing a PA system tonight so they can hold a microphone and we can just turn up the volume. If for some reason they're still quiet, then we got to really pull that person aside and say, hey man, you don't talk when you open your mouth. What's up with that? So that's kind of the rundown for today. Writing and Pitch and Pour. All right, the writing mood has not hit me yet, but I do need to tackle the Star Trek VHS, and I need to start putting some prices on. So I'm going to start with the feature films, the ones that are loose, the ones that I don't have a full collection of, because like I said, this one right here is already on eBay it's on Marketplace. It's on Facebook Marketplace to be sold. I haven't put this one up yet, but it's going to go all together. So I need to go ahead and print off some labels to sell these. I'll probably not just put VHS on the label. I'll probably put Star Trek Generations and put the names of it on there, just so I know what tapes are selling out of the Star Trek line, to see if do I need to keep looking out for that Star Trek movie? Was it an unpopular movie in the series? Because with the Marvel movies, not all Marvel movies are equal in their greatness. So, Generations could be better than The Search for Spock. I don't know. I haven't watched them. I'm not a Star Trek fan of this era. I watched the new ones with Chris Pine, but I definitely have not checked out these. I probably will. Like I said, since I have a complete collection, why not pop these in my VCR and see what's going on. But I need to go ahead and price these because there are a bunch, and I think these are the type of thing that people will pick up. I got a little helper. What's up, guy? You gonna put these labels on for me? Okay, got them labeled. I love this label maker. It is definitely saving me time. It is just, I'm able to rock and roll with labeling these things. If I had to write out Star Trek 2 so many times, or Star Trek 5, or Star Trek Generations 3 times, Come on. I did lose about 4 to mold. Those I opened them up and they do have some slight moldiness to them. So I'm going to go ahead and pitch those, put those to the side. And who knows, there could be more in this whole lot of stuff that I need to go through. But for now, these all look really good and they will go into my booth slowly. I'm not going to put all the titles of Generations in at once. I'll put one of each of these in, and as they sell, I will restock them. So I will have a steady stock of Star Trek at the booth. Come on by if you're in the area and you're looking for some Star Trek VHS. Ultra rad stuff at Family Treasures Antique Mall, 412 North Main in Broken Arrow, Oklahoma. We will have it, booth 1922. We are going to have your Star Trek. Upon further inspection of the lawnmower, it looks like a spring that tightens the belt mechanisms and all that kind of stuff has broken. So that will not be a fix that we can fix today. So mowing, again, has stopped. Just short of the finish line, it has stopped. And I know that's frustrating for my dad because he doesn't like to have to fix things because it costs money, and I get that. But it's frustrating for me because I would like to have gotten the task accomplished, because you just like to check things off your list. But not going to be the case today. That's fine. We'll move forward. We're going to write and probably do some more pricing because, like I said, with that labeler, it is just making things go whew, whew, whew. I don't like the hand movement. There are 2 rules of There are 2 rules of thought when it comes to starting up the next day on your screenplay. Some people will read through everything they've written up to that point, and some people will just pick up where they left off. Now, there's a couple of different ways that can work out. The picking up where you left off really works well if you have an outline and you're just moving along to the next scene in the outline. Whereas some arguments against reading through it is you sometimes get stuck rewriting the same first 20 pages over and over and over, and you don't really make a whole lot of progress forward, because as you're doing that read through, you're noticing all the things that you could be changing, you could be fixing, and you're doing those things instead of allowing yourself to just read it through. But I sometimes do like to read it through to just catch myself up where I'm at, because there are even, especially in a pantsing situation where I'm just kind of writing it through, and I don't have an outline, there are things that I forget about. There are things that I just skip my mind, and it's nice to have a refresher of those things that as I process, as I read through it, before I get into my workday. I think I'm just going to dive in. I'm going to read the last 5 pages or so and get myself caught up to where I'm at, and not do the whole all the way back to page 1, because there's 30 pages to be read, and I do feel like I would start already doing an edit on this first draft before the first draft is even done. All right, so I did a little read through and made a few changes in that read through, which I knew I was going to do, which is why I didn't go back to the beginning, because I knew I was going to start doing it a lot. But I made a few changes, and it led me about 1 more page until my tummy started rumbling, because I remembered that I didn't eat any food today. So we're making some eggs. We're making some eggs. We're making some eggs. On a walk. And I just wanted to say that, like, writing makes me feel so good. The writing it doesn't necessarily have to be great writing. Like, it's just the act of being able to put words to the page and it flow and it feel good and it feel nice. That just makes me happy. And this is one thing that I kind of wanted to hit on is, as an actor and a writer, when I'm acting, I get such a rush, playing different characters and, getting to bring different characters to life. But then that rush goes away because I'm not always on set. I'm not always playing somebody. I'm not always dressed up in a costume, living a different world. But as a writer, I get to step foot into so many different characters and so many different worlds that I get to create and get to explore and evolve and grow. And so what I have to say really is if you are an actor and you're watching these videos, pick up writing, even if you don't have an intention at all to sell a screenplay, because yeah, screenwriting it's equally difficult task to accomplish as becoming an actor. You know, it's the odds are so stacked against you. So I understand where you may not want to be, or you may not even feel like you are good enough, and that's fine to be a professional screenwriter. Write. Put scenes together. I mean, you know what a screenplay looks like. You get them. Put whatever together and just explore other minds and other worlds, because I think it really helps you bridge that gap between not doing anything. It's like scene study, and it's scene study that you get to create. And it's like improv on the page. I don't know if any of that made sense. Take it with you. Take it with you while I take my walk. Getting some gas, heading out to Pitch and Pour. Got the PA loaded up, got those DVDs from my friend. We are checking off boxes, making things happen. The annoying music is still going because the gas is still bumping. But we are on our way. Let's go.
Alright. You might know me from things like Channel 6 yesterday morning and My House, things like that.
I just plug in my next thing, which partnering with Nolan here on. You don't know him? He's with Great Tulsa, the Tulsa PAC, and Tulsa Fringe Festival this weekend at the Equality Center. We're putting on an event we're calling Muse or Machine, a conversation on AI and the arts. I don't know if you've heard about this AI thing. People say it's a big deal.
Will's the one that inspired the PA system, because he would get up and say, I will. What?
No, really, like, so you got quiet.
You just need to stand in front of the speaker.
I talk probably every month. I usually tell you guys I'm music, but I'm also sound anything, ADR, narration, sound design, sound editing. If you ever need any help with how your stuff sounds, hit me up. What a great happening. I love Pitch and Pour. This is my second time being here. I love the energy and everybody in the room, because it seems like everybody's kind of fighting for one goal and just supporting each other in their artistic endeavors, which is kind of what I do for a living with my initiative with Great Tulsa. But I'm not going to talk about that.
He said, Greg, if you want to speak tonight, maybe you can invite these guys to come to Tulsa Talks. Tell them what we're doing. Abby's been there. And Tulsa Talks is as easy as this. We invite people of all socioeconomic means, of all walks of life, so that we can engage Tulsa from another perspective.
Got some free play action on the X-Men pinball. Woo! Oh, no more? Home now from Pitch and Pour. Got some Taco Bell on the way home because the taco truck outside Cabin Boys was not open. I guess they're not open on Wednesdays. I was counting on it. Really wanted to get some street tacos, but that didn't happen. I got some good old American tacos from Taco Bell. Pitch and Pour was good. Some people came up. They, said what they had to say about the things they had to do. That was in the video a little bit. It was a lot about the upcoming toughest 48-hour film festival, where it's a 48-hour film turnaround. You got to write, produce, all that kind of stuff, edit, and turn in a horror film in 1, 2 to 3 minutes. There's 3 different categories: 1 minute, 2 minute, 3 minute categories, and also their toughest film festival, which I have submitted a film to, which I have not heard if I'm in yet, but I will let you know as soon as I find out if my film is going to be featured. Yeah, so all in all, pretty good day. Got a little writing done, not a lot of writing done, and got some pricing done, but I feel good about the day. It wasn't the most jam-packed, but sometimes it goes like that. Well, tomorrow we got a show at Hard Rock, Steel Panther. Wow! So stay tuned for that. And until then, bye.